What's up guys, welcome back to NZ Toy Reviews. Today we're going to be doing an update on our newly acquired Street Fighter 2 Arcade 1-Up cab. I've had this for over a month now, and since my original review it's holding up extremely well, man. Yo, considering me, my wife and kids, even extended family and friends have slammed on this cab every day since day one. So we're going to be covering 5 things in this update. We're going to be looking at the structure of the cabinet, the audio quality of the speakers, the display quality of the monitor, the joysticks on the control panel, and all the buttons and switches on the entire cab. Now, what inspired this video were rumors and comments flooding the internet about these cabs being terrible, not worth the money, and even faulty within the first several weeks or even a couple of days of purchase. So without any other further ado, man, yo, let's do this thing. So the first thing on the list, structure update. So let's talk a little bit about the overall structure of our cab here. Let's start at the control panel. It's said that this area is one of the first to go when it comes to wear and tear, but mine is as solid as day one. The marquee, still great and unmoved, and so is our awesome looking kickstand as well. Both sides, still solid and intact, sandwiching everything into place all the way from the top of our marquee here, down to the kicker. Yo, considering the cab is being moved around the house from room to room and even driven to the next town to be played on, the overall structure and firmness of everything is just awesome, man. I'm well impressed. So there we have it guys, that pretty much sums up the overall cabinet structure. So let's move on now to audio and display. Next up on the list, audio and display update. So let's talk a little bit about the quality of our speaker and monitor. Our single speaker is located on the top right hand corner of our control panel, right here. And this is our 17-inch monitor. Yo, before we turn it on, let's max out the volume using our volume switch on the right here, moving it twice for max. Now let us turn it on using the power switch on the left. This will automatically turn on the monitor and speakers, giving us our first quality update. Let's check it out. So there we have it guys, no static or crackling feedback during the audio coming from our speaker, which is great to hear, and also no lines going through the image on the screen, which is good to see. These are just a few complaints I've come across on the net during my time with this cab that I just wanted to clarify at the end of the day. So there we have it guys, that quickly sums up the audio and display. Obviously, as the update progresses, we can always talk about the speaker and monitor at any given time if anything pops up. So let's move on now to joysticks and buttons. Next up on the list, joysticks and buttons update. So let's talk a little bit about the quality of our 1-player and 2-player control panel. The best way to get an update on our joysticks and buttons is to play it. You know what I mean? Let's go with Champion Edition. As you can hear, the speaker is still working perfectly with no issues, and the screen is still displaying a perfect picture, which is awesome to see as well. With all that out of the way, let's continue with our controls. The quality test will comprise of certain moves performed on each side of the screen for both players 1 and 2. So just so we get the full range and motion and consistency in all directions with every button. So let's do this thing. Let's go with Ryu and Ken. Okay guys, so starting with player 1, let's go down the list from the weakest to the strongest button, performing all the specials on the left hand side first. Weak, medium, strong. You good so far? Go with the kicks. Weak, medium, and strong. Let me just test a few jump back fireballs real quick. Weak, medium, and strong. And the last special will go with the dragon now. Weak, medium, strong. Looking good. Weak, medium, strong. Awesome. So there we have it, player 1 left hand side complete. Although as you continue to play, the ball top on the joystick does come loose and needs to be tightened, even sometimes in mid battle, which is quite annoying and one of the complaints I have encountered over the last month. But with that said, let's start round 2 with player 1 on the right hand side now. Let's start the test. Weak, medium, strong. good. Go with the kicks. Weak, medium, and strong. Very good. Go with our dragons now. Weak, medium, and strong. Cool. Weak, medium, strong. What about double dragon? Oh, try it again. Do we have it, guys? So it looks like player 1, right hand side complete. So with that done, player 1 looks like it passed the test. So let's move on now to player 2. Okay, just like player 1, let's go down the list from weakest to strongest button, performing all the specials on the right hand side first. Starting with the punches. Weak, medium, and strong. Nice. Weak, medium, strong. Excellent. Now let's finish it off with our dragons. Weak, medium, and strong. Easy. Weak, medium, and strong. Okay, let's just kill this guy off. We'll just mix up all the specials, just so we can get a good test out of it as well. Alright. I was having a bit of trouble pulling off a few specials due to the ball top coming loose on the stick, so that's a downside during battle. But in saying that, player 2, right hand side, complete. Okay, let's jump him over to the left hand side and start the test all over again. Obviously starting with the punches at the top, working our way through the kicks. Weak, medium, and strong. Cool. The kicks. Weak, medium, strong. Excellent. Let's finish it off with our dragons. Weak, medium, strong. Cool. Weak, medium, strong. Excellent. Okay, random special time. Let's just kill this guy off. Now let's talk about the 1 and 2 player sides of the control panel. So overall, the only issue I'm having is the ball top comes loose, which is true. And that's the only one that I've found that is actually true. So if you're not looking to change out the ball tops, what you can do, just pop a little bit of glue before you tighten it up, and it should be all good. So that's the player 2 side complete. With all that out the way, guys, I thought I'll end the video with something fun. So there's a code to get a Akuma on Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Let's hold on to the player 1 start button for 5 seconds. Okay, it'll take us back to the main menu. There we have it. And let's jump on to Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. And I'll go through the code and how to get Akuma. Okay, so player 1 starts on Ryu. Stay on him for 3 seconds. Move over to T-Hawk for 3 seconds. Over to Guile for 3 seconds. Move down to Cammy for 3 seconds. Back up to Ryu where you started for 3 seconds. Once your 3 seconds expires on Ryu, hit all 3 punches at the top and the start button simultaneously. If you did it correctly, you'll get Akuma, the hidden player on Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Let's give it a go. Hopefully you guys get it. Let me know in the comments down below. 3 seconds on Ryu. 3 seconds on T-Hawk. 3 seconds on Guile. 3 seconds on Cammy. Back to Ryu for 3 seconds. 3 punches and start. And if you did it correctly, you'll get Akuma. You'll see his black avatar there. In the top left hand corner, his avatar is just a black box. Moving on now to the outro. So there we have it, guys, my update on our newly acquired Street Fighter 2 Arcade 1-Up cab. I really appreciate you watching, and if you're interested in picking one of these up, I'll leave links in the description. If you have any other questions or other toys you want me to check out, just let me know in the comments down below. And you know what? I'll see y'all on the next NZ toy review. Haters.